here hanging out. Spring has sprung indeed. Before I get into what you were talking about in the comments, I want to wish a happy birthday to Vicky Goddish's nephew and niece. I don't know if they're playing. I doubt they are. I just like when people come in and announce a family member's birthday, and I wanted to honor that and wish them a happy one. And if it's your birthday, happy birthday to you too. Now, as I said before, it is spring, and we asked for your favorite thing about spring. There are a lot of variations on the weather here. Of course, that was the number one thing that came up, so you'll hear that over and over again. But Hannah Martin said the weather, just starting us off. Vicky Goddish, happy birthday to your nephew and niece once more. Swimming is your favorite part about spring. Perfect weather for it. Mariansky, longer days of sunshine. Yes, I'm enjoying it being later. Being light out later as well. I'm really enjoying that a great deal. Deb LTTs enjoys the rain and blooming flowers. That's right, April showers do bring May flowers. Plant Grammy, this isn't a surprise. My favorite thing about spring is getting back into the garden. Well, your Plant Grammy, you care for the plants. Of course, that's your favorite thing. Tori33, the cool day, so I am able to wear my cardigans before it gets too hot. Z Steely, baseball. Forbidden 3 Angel. I missed yours. I assume it's the weather, though. Exec Girl, Robin's hopping around looking for worms. They are so symbolic of spring, and bringing us home our brief swagger with going barefoot outside, and KDKT26. The rain and warm, but not scorching days. Those are all fine reasons to love spring. We all love it. And folks, it is Public Television Day, and it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood for the Tuesday edition and prize. Behold, that is $1,000, of course, and everyone who can correctly answer why. It is because in this game you'll earn 1 bonus SB for every question you get right after question number 1, even if you've already been eliminated. How could that possibly work, you're asking? Well, I will tell you. If you win the game today, all those bonus SB you pick up along the way will be added on top of your share of the grand prize automatically. If you don't win the grand prize, you're still picking up those bonus SB. However, the difference is you will have to claim them at the end of the game in order to keep them. Lucky for you, that's real simple to do. You just don't leave early, and then you click the claim button when it appears at the end of the game. See? Couldn't make it simpler for you if I tried. But here's another thing that might make the game simpler for you. The first time you get a question wrong, as long as it's before question number 10, you can rejoin to give yourself another chance at the grand prize. Now, there are 2 ways for you to rejoin. One is using SB, and the other is with a free rejoin. And of course, you would rather do it for free, so please click the plus sign in the top left-hand corner of the main menu anytime a game's not happening, and you can get free rejoins by watching videos. Finally, the reason why you don't leave early, the reason why you stick it out and stick through is that each game we give away 5 100 SB prizes to 5 players who win and claim at least 1 SB in the game. So any grand prize winner, anybody who claims bonus SB at the end of the game will qualify. Here are the winners, as a matter of fact, from yesterday's game. They've all been credited already. So all 5 of these people you are seeing on your screen are each 100 SB richer, thanks to just showing up to play this game and walking away with something. It can pay off big. And if you don't see your name up there, if you haven't yet seen your name up there, keep playing and claiming, because next time the winner could be you. That's right, any given day, it could be you. All right, let us get this game started right now. Tuesday game incoming. This is question number 1. In addition to happy thoughts, what does Peter Pan need to fly? Is it wings, his shadow, or fairy dust? There was a fact about this on the Twitters. SB Daily Trivia there. If the happy thoughts are the steering wheel of flight, you still need fuel to get off the ground. And that is why Tinkerbell's fairy dust is so important. Fairy dust is the answer. 89% of you getting that one right. Well done. If it sprinkles on you, just ask Nana, the St. Bernard, who floats up in the air when they get pixie dust. And hey, Tinkerbell can give you the pixie dust, or you can be like Wendy Darling and just smack it out of her. I don't advocate this. I'm just saying it happened, and there it is. That's the pixie dust. It's going everywhere, the fairy dust, if you will. Of the 11% of you that did not get that one right, pretty much everybody plus some rejoined. We got over 13,600 people in grand prize contention, almost 14,000 here playing the game. And every question you get right from here on out gets you 1 bonus SB. So here we go. This is question number 2. What U.S. city is known for its deep dish pizza? Is it Chicago, Illinois, Spokane, Washington, or Tallahassee, Florida? We're looking for a U.S. city known for its deep dish pizza. It's almost more of a casserole than a proper pizza, all right? The sauce is on top while the cheese and toppings are in the middle. I hope you can hear the finger quotes there. And every good place in Chicago has a huge wait because it's delicious. I do love some deep dish pizza in Chicago. I love Lou Malnati's. I'm also a big fan of Pequod's. I will take a trip to Pequod's to get it there. All great places to get deep dish pizza. You all have your favorites. You Chicagoans know what I'm talking about. Pretty much everybody getting that one right. If you've never seen it before, there it is. Look how thick it is. It's delicious. It is a fork and knife pizza, folks. Let's move on to question number 3 now, worth 1 bonus SB if you get it right. Which of the following countries does not border or contain part of the Mekong River? Is it Vietnam, Cambodia, or Germany? If you know your geography, you know that just one of these countries isn't touching the other two. That would probably help. At over 3,000 miles long, it is home to the world's largest inland fishery, a diverse ecosystem, and winds through 6 different countries. Unfortunately, the Mekong does not pay Germany any visits. Germany is the answer. 85% of you getting that one right. I think it's Vietnam, Cambodia, Laos is in there somewhere. Thailand, perhaps. A lot of different places touching the Mekong River. You can see a map of it, and you will see, hey, Germany's nowhere near there. But of the 15% of you that did not get that right, over 3/4 of you rejoining, keeping us over 13,000 people in grand prize contention. And we can just roll right through now to question number 4, worth 1 bonus SB if you get it right. Here it is. By what name was World War I known? Is it the War to End All Wars, the Tiny War, or Warzilla? By what name was World War I known in its contemporary? They weren't just calling it World War I at the time. The scale and number of countries involved and number of casualties had never been seen before, which is why it was called the War to End All Wars. If only they had been right. Wouldn't that have been nice if there were no wars after that? Unfortunately, we know better. 98% of you getting that one right. Well done. You knew your history. It was also called the Great War at the time. Could have put either of those. If I'd put both, that would have just been confusing. Let's move on to question number 5, worth 1 bonus SB if you get it right. The Hugo Awards are given out for which genre of books? Is it horror, science fiction, fantasy, or nonfiction? The Hugo Awards are given out for which genre of books? I'll forgive you if you don't know the name Hugo Gernsback, who published amazing stories, who is also known as the father of science fiction, which is why they're called the Hugo Awards. Science fiction fantasy is the answer. 62% of you getting that one right. Ironically, nonfiction means not true, so it's true things. Science fiction fantasy is usually it's stuff that's not happening at all. Sorry to say that. 62% of you getting it right. However, that means that 38% of you have the opportunity to rejoin, and over 3/4 of you doing exactly that. So well done. Way to hop on top of it. Still over 11,000 people in grand prize contention, and we're halfway done this game. Moving on to question number 6, worth 1 bonus SB. If you get it right, here it is. On Full House, which of the 3 guys was an Elvis-loving musician? Is it Danny Tanner, Joey Gladstone, or Jesse Katsopoulos? Which of those 3 guys is an Elvis-loving musician? Danny, Joey, or Jesse? Danny is the responsible father figure who would have had to raise his 3 daughters on his own if it wasn't for his goofy best friend Joey and his Elvis-loving brother-in-law Jesse. Uncle Jesse, of course, is the answer. 87% of you getting that one right. Well done. And, of course, his famous catchphrase, "Have mercy." There he is. There's Uncle Jesse himself, the great John Stamos. Looks arguably better than this now. It's not fair. Nobody thinks it's fair. The 13% of you that did not get it right, over half of you able to rejoin. Still over 10,500 people in grand prize contention. And we are ready to move on now to question number 7, worth 1 bonus SB if you get it right. What rock star famously bit the head off of a bat on stage? Is it Ozzy Osbourne, James Hetfield, or Alice Cooper? R.I.P. Yes, he did a lot of crazy stuff during his career, but in his defense, he didn't know that it was a live bat, so don't think that the late Ozzy Osbourne was just eating bat heads as part of his diet. Ozzy Osbourne is the answer. 93% of you are all aboard for question number 8. It's not Alice Cooper. He was more of a snake guy. Alice Cooper. He'd have like the snakes on him. So he was at WrestleMania 3 with Jake the Snake Roberts. How could anybody forget that obviously well-known fact? I'm kidding. Let's move on to question number 8 now, worth 1 bonus SB if you get it right. Here it is. Eugene Fitzherbert is the actual name of a character from which Disney animated movie? Is it a Goofy movie, Fun and Fancy Free, or Tangled? Eugene Fitzherbert is the actual name of a character from which of these Disney animated movies? No offense, but I think we can all agree that Eugene Fitzherbert isn't the coolest name. So you can understand why Tangled's male lead changed his name to Flynn Rider. Flynn Rider from Tangled is the answer, and there he is. Here comes the smolder. Doesn't work on Rapunzel, unfortunately. He's just trying to be cool. He's as insecure as the rest of us. Flynn Rider. There you go. We're moving on now. Only 51% of you getting that one right. 40% go with Goofy movie, thinking maybe it's Goofy's name. Not sure there, but unfortunately that is incorrect. But almost half of the people who got eliminated have rejoined. We're down to 7,300 people in grand prize contention. Moving on to our second to last question, worth 1 bonus SB. If you get it right, it is question number 9. Which of these building toys debuted the earliest? Is it Lincoln Logs, K'NEX, or Duplo? Which of these is the oldest? Another way to say it. Looking for the oldest of these 3 building toys. Before anyone was making toys, children were out there putting things on top of one another to build. Then came blocks, and then in 1916 came Lincoln Logs. Of course, Lincoln Logs is the answer. 6,883 people knew that answer and are ready for our final question. But first, tomorrow is National Zoo Lovers Day, so we have got a game all about animals at 5 p.m. Pacific Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Come take a walk on the wild side as you play for that $1,000 grand prize. And I love all these animals on this picture, none as much as that beautiful, gorgeous gorilla. All right, quick reminder that there are 2 ways to get SB from Swagbucks Daily Trivia outside of these live games. One is through the Daily Trivia Challenge, which is the quick, hostless version of our game that you can play on your schedule up to twice per day, every single day. Second is clicking the More Ways to Earn button wherever you find it in the app. You can install and play games on your mobile device to get SB. You can also visit the Daily Tapjoy wall. That Daily Tapjoy wall is loaded with quick, easy-to-complete offers. You can check Daily Discover off of your to-do list in minutes. All of it counts towards your daily goal, and all of it will help you out in the Deck Duel Team Challenge, which is heating up. And there is plenty of time for you to get in on the action. In a team challenge, you earn points for your team as you earn SB for yourself in a variety of ways, including all the different ways you can earn SB in this very app. What do you know? Different ways to earn are worth different amounts of points to your team, and if you contribute at least 500 team points before the challenge ends at 11:59 p.m. Pacific Time, this Sunday, April 12th, you'll receive a gift card discount that gets bigger based on how well your team finishes. If your team wins, you will get a 300 SB discount on your next gift card, which means you can get a $5 gift card for just 200 SB. Here is where the scores currently stand. I told you it was going to be close, and I am not kidding. There are fewer than 140,000 points separating first from last place. Fourth place right now. There is no last place because it's still going on. And there are fewer than 25,000 points separating second place and first place. See, Jack Attack jumped over the Stinging Kings. So you can move around. These teams will jockey for position, and you could be a winner in the game of Deck Duel Team Challenge. All you have to do is get involved. Do that after the game by clicking on the smaller version of this image, if you please. All right, we've got 7,020 people vying for a piece of our $1,000 grand prize. Over 14,000 of you stuck around to the end. And one more bonus SB is heading your way if you can correctly answer our final question. Here is question number 10. Which of the following creatures changes colors to blend into its environment? Is it a gorilla, a chameleon, or an elephant? A little warm-up for tomorrow's animals game, if you will. Which of those creatures changes colors to blend into its environment? Consider this a little preview for tomorrow's animals game. As I said, different creatures have different defense mechanisms against predators. For example, chameleons blend into their environment to hide. Chameleons is The answer, 6,978 people knew that answer and are splitting our grand prize today. Well done. Let's meet a few of these grand prize winners. Each of you taking home 15 SB in grand prize money plus the bonuses you earned along the way. We got Kaylee Donaldson, zooming